Welcome to San Juan, Puerto Rico in February of 2022. Hey everyone, I'm Patrick from Oakland Travel, and we are on the Carnival Mardi Gras, heading out to sea after a full day in San Juan. And you see there the little area of Old San Juan that's kind of jutting out a little bit towards the ship. We're getting ready to sail right by it. And that is an area, looking at the map anyway, it's called La Puntilla, I think is the proper pronunciation, hopefully. If I'm getting that wrong, please let me know in the comments. I'm not exactly sure of how you pronunciate that. But right where the Coast Guard ships are, it's kind of to the left of that. It's that whole little lower part of the Old San Juan area. And as you can see, the ship is going by relatively close, so it'll be on the starboard side. So we get a nice look, scenic view of Old San Juan and Puerto Rico as we're heading out to sea. Day number 4 on a 7-night cruise out of Port Canaveral, Florida. Just happened to be Super Bowl week, which was kind of an interesting experience. Watching the Super Bowl, a really good Super Bowl with hundreds and hundreds of other like strangers, but in the unique environment of a cruise ship was pretty cool. And the Carnival Mardi Gras especially has the center stage area down on decks 6, 7, and 8, where they have those huge like multi-story LED walls. And so they turned that whole area into like a gigantic TV screen practically. So we watched part of the game there, and then we saw the rest of it up at the Lido deck on 16 at the big screen out by the pool. And so that was a very memorable part of the cruise for us. This cruise was also our very first time on Carnival. We'd never been on Carnival before, and so our first and only, I don't know if I'm going to say only, but our first experience with Carnival, there were definitely some operational things that were interesting, let's put it that way. I noticed a big difference in the crowds in terms of what we're used to with Royal Caribbean, kind of a difference in the type of cruise passenger that I guess the different cruise lines appeal to, might be the best way to put it. The Carnival crowd, as a general statement, was a little bit more of the party variety. And then that may have had something to do with the fact that it was the week of Super Bowl. But we don't typically see that level of partying, so to speak, on Royal Caribbean cruises. So there was a difference there, but the ship itself was absolutely amazing. The only knock against the ship, there were 2 big ones. The elevators are absolutely minuscule, just literally half the size of what they should be. And this was also, if you think about the timing of this, it was February of 2022. And in terms of COVID, if you think back to what was going on back then, that was right in the sort of the peak of the cruise restart. And it was right around the time period where everybody had to wear masks and all the testing and the vaccine requirements and all of that stuff was going on. And you kind of compounded that issue by getting onto the Carnival Mardi Gras with very small elevators. And so you're in very close proximity to other people. And as a matter of fact, I actually caught COVID on this cruise. Because by the time we got home, a day after we were back in Orlando, I started feeling, a little under the weather. Decided, hey, we're just around all these other people on the cruise. Did an at-home COVID test, and it came back positive. Now I have all of my all the vaccinations and all that, all the shots, and so it wasn't that big a deal. I was, feeling a little sick for a couple of days, and then that was the end of it. So. But we had a good time, a good cruise. I don't know if I would go back on Carnival or not. There were a lot of things that I liked about it. There were a lot of things that were kind of like, I'm not crazy about how they do things. So I don't know. For me personally, the jury's still out on that one.